Hi, my name is Jonathan, and I like to do a vlog encouraging young people to save yourselves for marriage, to save your body for marriage. Because your virginity is a very beautiful thing. Now, all my life I have practiced sexual purity, and I've never had sex outside of marriage because I deeply love my future wife. So I want to give you reasons why you should save your virginity, protect your virginity, honor your virginity, and save yourself from marriage. And regarding virginity, I do want to say that if you have had oral sex but have not had vaginal sex, whatever, then you are no longer a virgin, to say, because you cannot be a virgin and practice oral sex at the same time. Emphatically say that you've lost your virginity if you've had oral sex. Okay, because practicing sexual purity involves honoring your body and saving your entire body for marriage. So, like, the traditional reasons people have given for sexual abstinence are regarding, like, protecting yourself from an STD or not getting pregnant, and other reasons, like physical reasons related to that, but these are not the main reasons why you should practice sexual abstinence. Like, the main reason for you to practice sexual abstinence is fundamentally for spiritual reasons, because saving yourself, saving your body for marriage, you develop immense spiritual beauty if you practice sexual purity and saving sex for marriage, saving sex only for marriage. Because you become a very beautiful person spiritually if you save yourself from marriage. And I've noticed this especially in older women, because I can tell when an older woman has lived a life of being sexually impure, they are not as beautiful. I can tell in their spirit. Their spiritual condition affects their physical body. And that's, in general, practicing sexual purity affects the way other people see you physically. So older women, when an older woman has practiced sexual purity her entire life, she is incredibly beautiful. Her spirit is beautiful, which makes her body immensely beautiful as well. So it does, your practicing sexual purity does affect your physical body as well. Say that. So if you, and also, so practicing sexual purity, saving yourself for marriage, you maintain your innocence and you develop incredibly beautiful spirit, and it makes you sexually appealing. If you practice sexual purity and save yourself from marriage, you become a very sexually appealing person because it affects your spirit. You develop a very beautiful spirit. And that affects the way other people see you. So, like, when you have sex outside of marriage, you cannot get back what someone has taken from you. Like, someone takes a part of your soul. When you have sex with someone, someone takes a part of your spirit, and you cannot get that back ever again. That's why you should save yourself, your future spouse, future husband or wife. Because you maintain a beautiful spirit with having sex, enjoying sex only with your future wife or future husband. Because having sex outside of marriage chips away at your spirit, and you become a not very beautiful spirit anymore. So, like, and if you're a Christian watching this, sexual purity actually saves you. Practicing sexual purity is part of your salvation. And that is both in the Bible and is part of apostolic tradition. Both the Bible and tradition say that part of your salvation is practicing sexual purity, so that even if you're a Christian, even if you have Jesus in your heart and you have sex out of marriage, you will still go to hell. Now, I know for sure the existence of hell and heaven because I have died. Well, I committed suicide and I died and went to hell, and another time I went to heaven. That one was out of body. Another time was in body, God, through trance, I went to heaven. So, because I have been to hell, I will tell you that if you do have sex outside of marriage, you will go to hell. to warn. I feel like I have to warn people on that, because it's very important. But if you're a Christian, it's more difficult to be filled with the Holy Spirit if you are not sexually pure. If you're not a sexually pure person, it's more difficult to be filled with the Holy Spirit. Even if you have been forgiven, even if you have moved on from that episode in your life, and God has forgiven you, and you again enjoy your relationship with God, even then, because a small part of you has been taken, you can never get that back. So it is much more difficult for you to be filled with the Holy Spirit, even if you haven't been forgiven, if you have had sex out of marriage. So I need to tell Christians that. And so sexual abstinence also builds your intelligence. It builds emotional strength, psychological strength, spiritual strength, mental strength, and because not practicing sexual self-control, it dumbs you down as a person and makes you a weak person. That's true. Because just not having any self-control sexually, it dumbs you down. You become a dumb person, and you become a very weak person. And it makes you bad in bed as well. Seriously, if you do not practice self-control, because self-control is very important in a sex life. So you're bad in bed, so you may as well not have sex outside of marriage, because you'll be bad in bed if you do. So, and also wanting to encourage you to save your body for marriage is that guys humanize women if they wait for marriage to have sex. Otherwise, if you have sex out of marriage, guys, they do not respect women. They treat women as sex objects if everyone's having sex outside of marriage. So you become... Guys will treat you like shit if you have sex outside of marriage. And I just studied some historical facts regarding the Dark Ages. A couple months ago, like back in the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages, in Europe, women had more human identity during the Dark Ages because they had the confines of highly valuing sex only inside marriage. Because of that, women had more human value, more human identity during the Middle Ages, compared to what women are treated like today. Women have no value today because of having sex outside of marriage. So, and also, if you're a girl and a guy is pressuring you to have sex, then he is not respecting you. He's not worth giving your virginity to, giving your body to, because he's not showing any respect to you, and you should break up with him. He's having sex with you, and I promise, like, maybe you're upset because, well, he's the first guy that's ever loved you or whatever, but break up with him because he's not worth it. He does not respect you because he'll just trash you. You'll give him your body and he'll just trash you. And but I promise you, you will find someone better than him. You will find someone that respects you and is willing to wait for marriage. So wait for that guy that is willing to wait for marriage to have sex with you. So, and also, like society, the media won't tell you this, that in general, people want to marry a virgin. Not just guys, because of course guys want to marry a virgin. I mean, it's just, well, duh, every guy wants to marry a virgin. They don't want to marry a girl that's had sex outside of marriage. But girls are actually the same way. I've learned from my friends. Actually, girls want to marry a virgin as well. And a guy, if you do have sex outside of marriage, the guy you marry, your future husband, will, at an unconscious level, hold it against you if you have had sex out of marriage. So it's better for your future marriage if you save sex for marriage. And it's also if you have sex outside of marriage, it's much harder to resist affairs if you're not a virgin and you got married. So, basically, if you do have sex outside of marriage, you're going to end up having an affair yourself, and your spouse will have an affair against you. It's basically a guarantee that if you do have sex outside of marriage, your future husband or wife will have an affair and you'll have an affair as well. Basically, you'll fuck up your marriage because of that. So that's all I wanted to say. Save your body for marriage, because you're a very precious and beautiful person, and because if you do love your future wife, your future husband, you will do that. And also, I'm a left-wing radical, so it's not because of I'm not a conservative at all. I'm a left-wing radical. I'm a bohemian and a hippie, so there's nothing conservative about me saying all this stuff. So, but I do love you very much, and have a good night. Bye.